Taylor.
Circumstances have changed. My friendship with Stephanie is over, but that doesn't affect my role as trustee. I can exercise my power, and I will.
Mom, you don't have to do this.
Yes, I do. When someone has taken advantage of my son and used him, then it is my role to protect you. And I'm going to protect my son's interest. And I'll do whatever it takes if I have to.
You're wanting a little revenge.
I'll call it justice.
Of course you do. I wonder what's happening over there.
Only one way to find out. Hey, Mom, what's going on?
Well, your brother was being blindsided. He was being convinced to give back the 25% of Forrester. But that's not going to happen. This family's taken enough from us.
Do they get how much power you have?
I think yes. I think my rights have been expressed here. And please thank Bill for me. Thank him for that excellent advice.
Yeah, Mom, I'll tell him. Hey, good luck.
Tell me what?
Well, I guess that my dad and my grandmother tried to take Thomas's shares back, but my mom's not going to let that happen. Thanks to you. Bill, we're going to have control one day. You, Thomas, and I.
You've been talking to Bill Spencer about all this?
Did you do that, Taylor?
I didn't seek out Bill's advice. But I am glad I listened to him. Otherwise, I wouldn't have realized the full extent of my role as trustee.
And now you want to assert yourself in that role.
Brooke, I am a mother, just like you, and I assure you, as a mother, I don't condone what Thomas did. But he was put in a situation he never should have been put in the first place by his grandmother. And he went through hell because of it. And you want to pretend like nothing happened? You just want to all make like everything goes back the way it was? Well, I'm sorry. Nothing's the way it was, and it isn't going to be ever again.
Taylor, I know how much damage I've caused.
Okay, since you're into owning up to your mistakes, let's just hear how it really is, okay? Like how you've hurt everybody and how you've turned everybody's lives upside down, how lives are now changed. So me giving you back your shares would be tantamount to condoning what you did.
I agree. So does Brooke. That's why we want Thomas to give the shares back to us. We'll make sure they're fairly distributed from there.
I'm sure you realize that after what Thomas did, he doesn't deserve Stephanie's 25%.
That's why I signed the documents. I know it's not enough to undo all the pain and the heartbreak, but...
No, Thomas, nothing can undo that.
Rich, I agree with you. Look, I am very disappointed in what Thomas has done. I agree. As a parent, yes. But to make him go back into shipping and start from the ground floor up and start all over again, do you think that that's just? Do you think that that's fair? Look right there behind you. Your mother. There's the brainchild of the whole thing. Thomas didn't want to be a part of this at all. He wanted out of it repeatedly. He asked you if he could be out of it, but you didn't listen. You didn't care how much it ripped him up inside.
No, maybe if I had been more of a man, I wouldn't have just tried to back out. I would have done it, okay? No matter how much she pressured me. What I did was inexcusable, Mom.
Thomas, you are a human being with feelings, and you love your parents, and you loved your grandmother, and you wanted to respect her. You know, a family is supposed to be people you trust. Rich, my family, your other family, has been through holy hell. All right? You asked me to marry you. You apologized. You made promises to me and the children, and we're devastated. All right? We're heartbroken. And I'm not going to allow them to lose anything else. I am not allowing them to lose one more thing.
So now you want my family to lose. Is that it? Ridge is with me and not with you. Is that what this is all about? You want Thomas to keep his shares to get back at me and my family.
This has nothing at all to do with payback, Brooke, although it doesn't surprise me that you would think that.
I'm just trying to understand.
The fact is, Thomas and Steffi have suffered through a lot, all right? Their whole family was blown apart when their father left them. It was at a very important time in their life. Look, Ridge, I'm not saying that you have not been there for them. But the reality is that I've had to be there for them emotionally and support them through some very important years and after the loss of their sister. And, you know, it was almost like being a single parent. So if one day Thomas and Steffi should find that they own the majority of the stock in the company and it comes to us, then I can only think it was meant to be.
Taylor, perhaps...
No, Stephanie, you're going to let me finish. I have raised my children to know that if they acted with decency in their life, that good things would come to them and they would be rewarded. The disaster that just happened wasn't from Thomas's mind or heart. That was something you created, Stephanie. And you also promised him those shares. You wrote the irrevocable trust. And so one day, they are going to belong to him. And as the trustee, Thomas, I'm going to make sure that they stay with you.
Taylor, I have worked my whole life for this company. I've only been CEO for not quite a year. So now you're telling me that on that tragic day that I lose my mother, I'm also going to lose Forrester Creations too? Does that sound fair to you?
I'm sorry. That's the way it's going to be.
I know how much Taylor loves her kids. But to protect Thomas this way, under the circumstances?
Taylor believed it was her time to be with you. And I believed that too. That's why I told her to start a life with you.
Because you thought you'd done something that I couldn't forgive. But all that was based on a lie.
Well, that doesn't change how much Taylor's hopes got up or how in love she is with you.
She didn't exactly respond like a woman in love with me, that's for damn sure.
No, she was acting like a single mother, protecting her family.
Well, let's just hope when she has more time to think about it, she'll realize how unfair all this is.
I wouldn't really count on her backing down. She seemed pretty committed.
I think she's lashing out at me.
I thought that too, at first. But I do believe that she is just trying to protect her children. I mean, you have to remember, Steffi is the one who got Forrester Creations back from Bill Spencer. And your son has played a significant role in this business. I think that Taylor honestly believes her children are the rightful heirs to control Forrester Creations in the future. But don't worry. It's not going to be a problem. As long as Stephanie survives, and I hope that's for a very long time.
That you could even say something like that after everything Mother's done to drive us apart, it's amazing.
I felt bad for her. I really think she was trying to make amends, and then she realized she couldn't. Taylor wouldn't let her. Maybe she'll learn from this. She'll realize that you can't always have things go exactly the way you want them to.
Boy. Certainly don't think I could have been as understanding as you've been.
I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. And I've hurt you, hurt us, our children. I know what it feels like to hurt the people you love the most. And I think Stephanie understands that now. There are going to be heavy consequences for a very long time. Probably after she's gone as well. And as much as I'm upset about all of this, my heart still goes out to her.
You're amazing, Logan.